And this is listener-supported 90.1 WABE, streaming live at WABE.org. This is A Closer Look with Rose Scott. I'm Dennis O'Hare. Last month, 14-year-old Mona Mahadevan became the spelling champion of the state of Georgia after spelling the words Noviero and Arboretum correctly. I hope I pronounced them correctly, let alone spell them. Next month, she'll go on to represent Georgia in the National Scripps Spelling Bee, and Mona is here now to talk about what it takes to be a spelling champion. Mona, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you with us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, all right, well, let's get to those words. Noviero and Arboretum.
Yeah.
You remember how to spell those?
Yeah.
And neither Rose nor I could probably check to see whether you spelled them right anyway.
I'm just going to say good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You want me to spell them?
Sure.
Sure. Novillero. And Arboretum is Arboretum.
Okay. So how did you get to be such a good speller, number one? And number two, why did you want to?
I think the reason I'm so good is because my mom, she helped me a lot with coaching and quizzing. And I started because my brother did when he was in second grade. And it was just, sort of a rite of passage to try it.
Mona, let me ask you this. How much does the origin matter? Because we hear a lot and we see in the competitions and the contestants will say, might have the origin of the word. Does that really helps you in being able to spell the word?
Yeah, definitely. If you don't know what the word is, then knowing the origin can help you figure out the patterns that may be found in the word. And the other really helpful thing are roots of words, and you can figure out how it goes into English and put those into the word.
What are some of the trickiest words to spell for you? Is it maybe some that might have a Latin, origin, or?
Probably Arabic and Irish Gaelic. They and probably Dutch too. Those just have a bunch of silent letters that you just H's and J's that are Y's. Kinds of crazy stuff
that kind of pop up in there. So when you run into one of those, I've always wondered this when I've watched spelling bees, because contestants will always ask the judges, okay, can you give me the root, or can you use it in a phrase or whatever? Does that really help you, or is that just a tactic to buy some time? and truth or dare now, have you ever done that?
Well, I tend to buy time with definitions if I know the word, because I want to be able to see the word in my head before I start speaking, because if you speak the wrong letter, you're out, right? So you have to make sure that you're thinking of the right word. But when you do see the origin, a lot of the times it is very helpful to put together the word correctly.
And then how much of what you do is based on memorization, just memorizing lots and lots of words, and how much is on the spot where you say, oh, I know because of the way that word sounds how to spell it?
I don't think I've ever had to spell a word phonetically like that. The amount that I memorize are mostly just the exceptions to the rules that I know. Like, if there's a German pattern, then I just memorize whatever does not follow it. But that's about the extent of the memorization at this point.
What's the toughest word, the hardest word you've ever had to spell? On stage?
On stage? I don't know. Probably a word I got at state this year, which would be orchesis, because I hadn't ever seen the word before, so I had to put that word together.
Orchesis.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis, spell orchesis.
Would it be Orchesis?
Yeah, it is.
Whatever. Show off. Mona, let me ask you this. How does spelling help you in your other subjects?
I think what's really important about it is the application aspects of it. For one thing, you learn a lot more about the English language and cultures that are involved with it. And the other thing is the skills that you learn from the roots, and you apply them on stage in a high-pressure situation. So that's really helpful for just about anything that you do. If it's debates or school, especially in science, it helps with application.
You mentioned your brother was also a great speller and has also competed in spelling bees. Growing up for me, when I competed with my brothers, it was basketball or something like that, tennis, golf, whatever. So do you all walk around the house having these spelling bee competitions where your mom would just throw out a word and y'all just battle right there in the kitchen?